Alright, I just wanted to talk about gluing the pipes first. And so with PVC, there are a lot of different ways to do it, but one of the most acceptable ways is to use a primer. And the reason the primer is purple is just so that when the inspector comes, they can see the work that you've done. When they see purple on the pipes, they say, okay, they've used primer. Typically the primer will give you a tighter bond within your pipes, and they're less likely to break. And so here we have just really the regular duty PVC glue. And so this version happens to be white. There are a bunch of different colors. There are orange, there's blue, and depending where you're working, whether it's in the States or abroad, the colors can be different as well. They also have a clear primer, but the reason it's purple, like I said, is so the inspector can see it. And so I would always say, no matter what, use the primer, and then at least use the regular duty glue. If you need a different type of glue, you can go ahead, get a blue one, which might be fast set or heavy duty. And then if you're using a different type of pipe, you might need a different glue as well. And so for this, basically you want to, this is just a coupler here, and so we're gonna prime both sides of it. And you wanna let your primer sit a little bit. What it's actually doing is softening the pipe as well as cleaning it. And then when the glue gets in there, the glue will almost be able to join to the pores, if you will. And so this stuff is it'll stain almost anything. So that's why I have this board down here to protect the surface I'm working under. And this stuff is also very juicy and very wet, so you don't need much. I'm just rolling it around, and you can actually feel the pipe almost drag a little bit. And that's actually what's happening, is the pipe is becoming less slippery and it's softening a little bit. So I can set this one aside and then move on here to the next one. And so it dries very quickly, which is fine. Don't worry about it drying. It actually should dry a little bit before you start. Show that one again. So like I said, the pipe, you can actually feel it softening a little bit. And that's it, we're done with this. And so as you can see, it's almost already dry. That's perfect. Now you can get out the glue. So same thing here. I usually like to start on the inside because there's less places for it to drip, and then go to the outside. Same thing, getting all the way around the pipe. Gonna let it sit, do another dip, and come to the male end. Go all the way around. Go ahead and check to make sure you've done it. And now just join them together. So when you're doing it on the ground, it's pretty easy, but when you're up in the air, and then I'm just giving it a little bit of a twist there to spread the glue. And so if you're working with larger pipe, 3-4 inch pipe, you'll notice that sometimes you'll push the pipe in and then release it, and they'll actually try to separate. And so I've had that happen. It typically happens with the bigger pipe. And so there are a few things that you can do. You can go ahead and grab some quick set glue if it just won't separate, or you can just sit there and hold it for a while. This stuff will dry pretty quickly. I would say in about 15 seconds it's good to go. But if it keeps pushing apart, then go ahead and just hold on to it tight until it's not moving anymore. So we're ready to go put on this piece to the next. So we're going to have to do a lot more gluing in the air, which is a little bit tougher because it can drip all over the ground and get all over the place. But that's pretty much the basics of gluing PVC. So all of your joints will be very similar, whether you're doing it here at a workbench or if you're doing it up in the air or under a trailer. So good luck.
Thanks for watching our video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can get updated on all our newest videos. Also, go ahead and click the links below so you can see our social media profiles as well as our website.